Hello YouTube, my name is Isabella and today we're going to be doing my final TBR of the year, December's TBR. Let's just do it. This intro sucks. So I got a new phone, so I'm now upgraded and filming on my old phone, which is still a step up from what I was filming on beforehand. So things look different. I'm still trying to figure it out. Currently, I look really orange. I'm not sure if I can maybe change that a little bit when I color correct. We'll see. Is this the greatest idea to test filming my setup and everything with a TBR video where I literally need to record my spins and you can't replicate it? Probably not, but we're just going to do it anyway. So for November, I had 11 books I had to read and I did it under the wire. The Mask of Mirrors is a lot longer than I expected. My next TBR for January, will reflect on my year of doing a set TBR and see what changes, because there are going to be some changes. I just haven't decided on all of the changes yet, so that reflection will come with my first TBR of the year. But I think that's it. We're going to replace the first prompt. First one's going to be Secret Sheaf. I forgot to do my full L. Secret Shelf. What? I don't even know what that means. Oh, I think it just means my shelf that is downstairs that I don't think has ever seen the light of day on my channel because it's a mess. So I guess I have to pick a book from that shelf, I think. Okay, on to spin number 1. I can't tell. We're gonna go with Pink Adaptation. This prompt has haunted me. In the past, but I think I have something in mind for it. I don't hate that. For my first spin, I am choosing The Dragon Reborn by Robert Jordan. This is a very obvious choice, but I am currently interested in continuing on in this series. I had a better experience with book 2, so I want to get cracking on it. This is obviously airing on Prime right now. I've watched the first 2 episodes, which I've really liked. I just haven't had time to continue on. I've heard some rumblings that the 3rd book actually has some events or some characters in the first season of the show, so I would like to get ahead of the show essentially. Anyway, so that's my choice. Hopefully I like it. I've heard again some mixed reviews on this book. I'm not sure, I might be a little concerned, but I will definitely be going the audiobook route because it vastly improved my experience over book 1. I'm going to pick a new prompt. Novella. That would be good because I need one more to achieve my goal for 2021. So that wouldn't be too bad. Although it would give me an extra spin. Oh, she's moving. Spin 2 is ebook. I don't think I like that because there's nothing off my Kindle that I need to read. So for spin 2, I am selecting All Systems Red by Martha Wells, right? This is the first Murderbot. This is the first Murderbot book, and I'm excited to get cracking on the series. I have the first 4 or 5 novellas because Tor was giving them away one a day free a little while ago, maybe a year ago, and yeah, I want to get started on them. I did choose this in part because it's short novella length and I have a lot of reading to do, and spoiler alert, but this TBR did not get all the selections that I needed to get on here. So Murderbot, I'm excited. This is about a robot who does not care at all about humanity. They just want to watch soap operas. It's been a long time since I've thought about Murderbot and really familiarized myself with it, so I'm interested to actually get cracking on the series. So this is already looking like my thing from last time, which if you remember, I had a lot of spinning to do then, so not looking forward to that, but we will pick again. Contemporary. Also not something I want at this moment. Spin number 3. She's spinning well today. I'm glad. Seasonal read. Oh. Maybe a Christmas romance, but I don't think I really have any on my TBR. This TBR is not helping me achieve what I need to at this point in time of me spinning. For pick number 3, I am going to be reading The Tourist Attraction. I literally just bought this before coming to film because I had nothing that really, I think, counted as seasonal. I don't actually remember what this is about either. We're doing a great job today. I believe this is about a girl who's come back to a small town, or she's just, I guess, visiting, and her love interest is like a grumpy bartender who doesn't like the tourists. But it's set in like a ski village. I feel like it will give, if not the Christmas vibes, it'll give at least the wintry vibes, which obviously you can't see out my window right now, but all the houses are covered in snow right now, which I deeply resent, but definitely is fitting for seasonal read. This is a contemporary romance. I expect to get through it really quickly. My next pick is going to be adult. Nice and generic. Looking at what I can spin, I would love to get finale because that just means I have to finish another series. Anything else I don't really want other than ones that aren't going to make me... Please don't do me dirty. I'm begging. I think this is spin number... Oh, this is only spin number 4. Bummer. That was not a great spin, but it's a good choice. Secret Shelf. Or Secret Shelf, which took me a long time to actually figure out what I meant. It's just my shelf that I have that is not in my room here, and I'll throw a picture up here so you can tell that I didn't cheat. This is basically a shelf of just odds and ends, my few like thriller mysteries that I have, some overlap or like some YA fantasy and historical fiction, but I'm choosing Wolf by Wolf by Ryan Graudin. This is one of the few books that I have to read to complete my yearly TBR. I have 3 books. I'm determined to do it. You know, I just got distracted. I'm changing my mind. I'm not reading The Tourist Attraction. I am going to choose The Encyclopedia of Early Earth by Isabella Greenberg. Yes, because this is a novella, absolutely, but also because this is set in like a very Nordic sort of setting, and I'll be like seeing all the pictures, which will really help with the setting and like I think the vibes I'm going for. I'm choosing this instead. Tourist Attraction, it might be on the table if I can get to it, if I want a wintry read, Christmassy, whatever read, but I want this instead. This is the final TBR of the year. I'm allowing myself to change my mind. Plus, it's a book I actually own, which on this TBR there are a few. But dialing back to Wolf by Wolf, this is a young adult alternate history story in which Hitler and like the Axis powers won. And so our main character, I believe, is a shifter, but also is going into this race to attempt to win it so that she can kill Hitler. That's a pretty cool premise and pretty bold. So I'm interested to see how I feel about this, and I'm excited to finally read a book by Ryan Graudin. All right, I want a good one. Let's do this TBR off with a bang. Arc. There's no arcs that I really want to read right now. I have a couple that technically came out a few months ago, but I don't want to read them right now. Spin number 5. Oh my god. We're gonna do that again. That was not great. My tree got in the way. I haven't decorated yet properly. All right. Spin 5, round 2. I literally just said I don't want to read an arc. Clearly nothing off my TBR is getting read this month, like physical TBR, and that's not ideal. For arc, I am going to be reading Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. This is one of the arcs that I should have read in like September. I forget when this one came out, but it just kind of fell to the wayside. I believe this is another like cozy-ish adult fantasy story where I believe our main character actually dies and then is given the opportunity to like live again, something like that. Let me actually look it up because I'm doing an A+ job with synopses today. Okay, I was kind of right. Essentially, the main character dies but is taken to this place where souls who aren't ready to pass over stay, and like there's a tea shop run by another man, and then our main character is given the opportunity to live, like, or to cross back into the living for 7 days, and obviously is also falling for the tea shop owner. So this sounds cute. I'm not usually a big fan of the oh, we're dead, but here's my chance to live sort of thing for like a few days, because I find it very tropey, and like there's not much you can do with those stories, so I'm interested to see if I like this. So picking my next prompt, it has occurred to me that the likelihood of me not having to respin is deeply unlikely. Adaptation, already pulled that. Series continuation, okay. Still not ideal for my plans, but okay. Okay, we're getting down to the wire. Spin 6, I'm hoping is a good one. Are you kidding me? Fucking hell. Fuck. I think I just spun orange 3 times in a row, and I'm not having it. That means we're spinning again. For series continuation, there are literally no series that I planned on continuing this month, which I know is crazy, but I want easy stuff to read for the month of December, because it's a busy time of year. So I chose Amulet Volume 4. Did I maybe get this prompt last month and also choose Amulet Volume 3 for it? I sure did. But there are so few actual physical books on my TBR this month, so I decided we're going to stick this on here. The first book, or graphic novel, follows these 2 siblings who recently lost their father in a car accident. One of the main characters discovers a magical amulet that throws them on this wild adventure filled with like different people, different worlds, and they are being hunted for this amulet. I've quite liked the series so far, and I'm glad to be trucking on into some series. Ebook, already did it. Okay, if I continue to do my TBR, I need to start pulling these old ones. Literary fiction. No. I don't want it. I do not want literary fiction. I read 2 in the month of March. Why do I keep saying March? I did that last month as well. In the month of November, I read 2 literary fictions, and they were both emotionally draining. So I do not want literary fiction again. Spin number 7. The tree. We gotta move this tree. But spin number 7, I think it's hard to tell from the angle. We're gonna go with pink novella, which means I'm also spinning again. Joy. For prompt number, or spin number 7, I got novella, and I'm choosing Empress of Salt and Fortune, the first book by Nevo. This is a novella short book that I've been meaning to read for quite some time. I'm actually very excited to get to this one. I'm thinking of going the audiobook route. I'm not sure if I actually own this on Kindle. All I really remember about this is it's about a character telling their story of like being a royal or something. I don't know. I think it's a fable. I don't actually know, but I've heard fantastic reviews for this series, this novella series, so I'm very excited to give this one a shot. Nonfiction. Oh my god, I want this. I want this really badly, because there's a nonfiction that has to go on my TBR anyway. Spin number 8, I think. Red. Fucking hell. We're spinning again. For cover by, I'm like kind of cheating, kind of not. It literally just means I liked the cover. It doesn't mean I actually have to have bought the book because of the cover, you know? And I'm choosing The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. This is another one of the books that I have to read, part of the yearly TBR. I had to squeeze it on somewhere. This is a young adult historical alternate history story. I believe it's currently like set in modern day New York, but the main character has to travel back in time to like 1920s New York, which is like something bad has happened to it. The main character is a talented thief and also has the ability to manipulate time. So she's like the number one for the job, and if she can steal these magical items back, she can bring magic back and stop like the bad guys who are determined to like destroy magic. I've been intending to read this series for a while. I think the finale just came out this year. So I'm excited to start a series that is fully complete. So if I really like it, I can actually continue it. So the only things that I can't spin, or I'm going to be reading the same amount I read in November, is orange or green. So we're going to, fingers crossed for no orange or green. The next prompt is going to be second chance. Oh, I really don't want this prompt. So spin number, I've lost count. I think 9. Yeah. Purple, finale. Good. That's good. For finale, I am choosing A Desolation Called Peace by Arkady Martine. I briefly thought about choosing Wrath by John Gwynne, but that book is big and I'm pretty sure I'm getting it for Christmas, so I won't be able to read it until like the 25th and on. So I just don't think that's enough time for me to complete it. So I'm choosing this one, which I'm also very excited for. I loved the first book earlier on this year. The first book being, wow, I'm really sucking today, A Memory Called Empire. I really liked it, and I'm glad to be finishing this out this year because any longer and I think I'll really start to forget things, and there's a lot going into the first book. And it also has like a really cool sci-fi trope that I really like, but I haven't read a lot of. So I am excited for this one. Okay, hopefully the final prompt pick. Please, yearly TBR. Oh my god, this would be a joy because I have 3 books from that TBR that I have to get on this list. Please. Oh, please, 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 please. Please do me right. Please make this be the last spin of 2021 because I don't want to do this anymore. Please. I'm not looking. Nonfiction, okay. We will take it. It's not yearly TBR, but it's nonfiction. I'll take it. Thank God. And the final pick, my final pick of 2021, I guess on the TBR, I have to talk about another book afterwards, was a nonfiction book, and I'm choosing Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Kimmerer, I think. God, why can't I remember anything today? My hold for this came in a couple days ago, so it's a perfect time for me to read it. All I know is that this is written by Robin, who is a botanist and also indigenous, and then she like reflects on how like plants and animals are like the earth's oldest teachers, and I think mixes in like indigenous knowledges with like botany. I think Jess from Jess Owens's channel is doing was reading this for her nonfiction book club in the past few months, so I might like try and peep into the live show, but I'm very excited to read this. So the one book that I couldn't get onto the TBR but need to read is A Hero Born by Jinyoung. This is very popular in China. This is translated fiction and it was originally written in the 50s. I don't know what this is about at all. I just heard that it was good and that it was translated fiction, so I was like, cool, sure, yeah, I'll read it. I have heard really mixed reviews on the translation itself specifically, so I know that going in I'll be careful, and I'm definitely going to read this physically because apparently certain names are translated when they shouldn't be, but apparently as the series goes on the translations get a lot better. So I am excited to give this a shot. I like the idea of reading fiction from China that was written originally in the 50s. That sounds really cool. So that was my December TBR, full of interesting choices, to say the least, and me changing my mind literally in the process of filming it, but I'm going to give myself a pass and the grace to do so because December is it's a busy, stressful month. Let me know down in the comments below what your plans for the end of the year are. Are you going to keep it easy, or are you going to like really strive to complete your goals? Because I wanted to do both, which is an interesting choice. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.